Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City Chiefs refs is the AFC Championship game all of America has been waiting for. Josh Allen and the Bills will finally beat the Chiefs when it actually matters to advance to the Super Bowl. Here are the 5 reasons why. Make sure you stay into the end to hear the #1 most impactful reason the Bills will crush the Chiefs' three-peat hopes. Reason number 5, the Bills will win. Bills Mafia will take over Arrowhead and make it a home game for the Bills. Never underestimate the power of a loyal fan base, especially in away games. Bills Mafia travels better than any other NFL fan base, and Bills fans are flocking to KC in droves, surpassing the numbers from the 2020 AFC Championship and 2021 divisional playoff games at Arrowhead. And believe you me, Coach McDermott knows just how important you are.
Having our own fans there, oh, it's huge. We've gone on the road, we've played at home. Our fans travel everywhere. We've got the best fans in the NFL, and I think that the connection with our fan base, as I've said multiple times over, is unique in the NFL.
And let me prove to you just how serious Bills Mafia is about supporting their team. As many of you know, Mr. Brightside has become the new Bills anthem whenever the Bills are securing their victory. Well, Bills superfan Crystal Vermette created a Facebook page to get thousands of Bills fans to bring their phones and their speakers to play and sing along to Mr. Brightside at Arrowhead on the Bills side. I'm already getting goosebumps about how this is probably gonna play out. I can already see it now. Allen rushes in or throws the game-winning touchdown to put the game away as Bills Mafia plays Mr. Brightside and sings along in perfect harmony. It will be like something out of a freaking movie. Together, the Bills and Bills Mafia will finally celebrate beating the Chiefs in the playoffs and advancing to the Super Bowl for the first time in the Josh Allen era. Getting into the Bills' strengths, the 4th reason the Bills will win is the run game. The run game was definitely the biggest strength on offense the Bills had against the Ravens. James Cook and Ray Davis combined for nearly 100 yards on the ground, showing that they can be a powerful force against even the #1 rushing defense in the NFL. Davis also had a rushing touchdown to answer back to the Ravens' opening drive touchdown. Allen rushed for 20 yards, most notably on that 4th and 2 conversion and 2 rushing touchdowns, but I'll get to those later. It's also interesting that the offense only scored rushing touchdowns, which goes to show that they can win on the ground alone. The fact that Allen wasn't the lead rusher and that Cook and Davis only combined for 96 yards just goes to show the Bills don't need run game on the level of Derrick Henry to win. As seen in the Texans-Chiefs divisional, the Chiefs had quite a bit of trouble stopping the run. They allowed 149 yards, most of which came from Mixon with 88 yards and a tutty. Mixon's touchdown run was so impressive because the O-line created a gaping hole for him to run through so he could literally high-step troll into the end zone. The Bills will be able to capitalize on this with Cook and Davis, no problem. Even Stroud, when he wasn't getting sacked, got off 42 yards rushing, which included 2 successful first down conversions. The Bills will have a much easier time against the Chiefs' run defense, which is only ranked 9th best in the NFL, and the same defense which allowed the Texans to run all over them. Compared to the Ravens, the Chiefs' defense will be a breeze. As cocky as that sounds, it's true. The Bills will have a fun time controlling the clock by establishing their dominant run game early, keep Mahomes off the field, and quickly wear down the Chiefs' D. But that's nothing compared to reason number 3, which is why Chiefs fans really hate me. Mahomes is washed, and this is their best chance to expose him in the playoffs and show that he ain't shit. I know it sounds crazy to say that about the guy that's won back-to-back Super Bowls, but the numbers don't lie. Mahomes is coming off the worst statistical season of his career besides last season. We're talking career lows in touchdowns, passing yards, and passer rating. He's also taken like 1 million sacks, which is totally hilarious. Mahomes also threw 11 interceptions this year, and guess which team he last threw interceptions to? The Bills, and twice, which is most likely gonna happen again, no cap. And it's not just the stats. Check out his lowlights from the Texans-Chiefs game. Mahomes looked shaky, indecisive, slow, fat, and he was bailed out by his defense and the refs as per usual. Mahomes really sucked, especially on 3rd down where he overthrew his receivers and looked like he hadn't played a football game in nearly a month. Oh wait, that's because he hadn't. Going on a slight tangent for 40 seconds, what really pisses me off is this atrocious 3rd down attempt was rewarded with the first of 2 roughing the Patrick penalties. In this play, Anderson Jr. was penalized for hitting Mahomes Mahomes in the head with his helmet, but the replay clearly showed there was no helmet-to-helmet hit. Anderson just tackled Mahomes a little high, and Kermit sold it really well, so the refs just gave him the automatic first down instead of allowing the Chiefs to punt like they should have. In the second roughing the Patrick, Mahomes wasn't even hit in the head. Mahomes went on the run, and when the Texans defenders tagged Mahomes as he went down, they collided helmets with each other, and yet the refs still gave their golden shower boy Mahomes the benefit of the doubt. Even the announcers were disgusted, which really shows you how bad it was.
39. Come on. 15-yard penalty. He's a runner, and I could not disagree with that one more.
It's nothing new. It's just the fact that at some point in this game, the Bills are going to get screwed with a roughing the Patrick penalty. But later on, I'm going to talk about how the Bills can get around the refs to get the dub. Reason number 2 the Bills will win is the defense is unstoppable. The Bills defense is playing lights out, and they made Jackson look like a total noob. If you watch my recent Ravens-Bills video, you'd know that my second favorite Lamar lowlight was the interception he threw directly to Taylor Rapp. And my favorite Lamar lowlight was when DeMar Hamlin got the drop on him, literally, by forcing a fumble that Von Miller returned to the Ravens' 22-yard line. That fumble directly led to a Bills touchdown. So don't be surprised if the Bills do that to Mahomes as well. In fact, I would be offended if the Bills didn't do that to Mahomes. If the D could do it to Jackson, they could definitely do it to the washed Mahomes, who has looked slower than LA traffic all season, especially against the Texans last week. The Texans sacked Mahomes 3 times, most notably in the first quarter on 3rd and goal, and in the second quarter on 3rd and 4 when he got knocked out of field goal range. Is it just me, or is watching Mahomes get sacked almost as satisfying as watching Josh Allen score a touchdown? Ribbit, save me, refs. If the Texans made Mahomes that uncomfortable, think about how our defense is going to make him feel. In Ravens-Bills, Terrell Bernard's forced fumble on Andrews was one of the best plays of the game. I could totally see him doing that to Kelsey or Gray, so they better watch their asses. The Bills D was, without a doubt, the MVP of the Ravens game, and they will be the reason why MVP Josh Allen will finally be able to get past the Chiefs in the playoffs. In the past, the defense was the Bills' greatest weakness, but since the Broncos and Ravens games, it has become the Bills' greatest strength alongside Josh Allen. And the number 1 reason the Bills will beat the Chiefs is Josh Big Balls Allen. Josh is playing the best football of his career. And while his stats against the Ravens weren't impressive, he didn't turn the ball over once, and he will keep it that way against the Chiefs' marshmallow cupcake defense. Allen did, however, rush for 2 touchdowns against the Ravens' number 1 D, showing that no one can stop him when he decides to go for the tutty. And even with a depleted receiving core, a struggling O-line, and a subpar quarterback, the Texans still exposed huge weaknesses in the Chiefs' defense. Since Stroud was able to get the drop on the Chiefs' secondary anytime he wasn't getting sacked, Josh Allen will be able to do that faux show. Plus, Allen thoroughly knows the Chiefs' defense since they're basically like a division rival. So Allen will know how to expose the holes in the Chiefs' defense, and believe you me, there are many. In Texans-Chiefs, Stroud was able to move the ball down the field at ease, converting on 3rd down over and over again. If Stroud wouldn't have gotten sacked 8 times, and if Fairbairn would have missed so many field goals, then maybe they would have actually won, especially since Mahomes only put up 1 touchdown against the Texans. I can tell you with 1,000% confidence that Allen ain't getting sacked 8 times. In fact, he might not even get sacked at all. With the number 1 O-line in the NFL and the best O-line the Bills have had in the Josh Allen era, he will have plenty of time to make those jaw-dropping throws and tear it up on those designed or not so designed runs, just like he always does against the Chiefs. Remember why the Bills beat the Chiefs in the first place? Josh Big Balls Allen scoring the game-winning touchdown on 4th and 2. And of course, Terrell Bernard's game-sealing interception. That's how I see it going down on Sunday. And sort of joking, but not really, the real reason the Bills will beat the Chiefs is twofold: the refs and black magic. The Bills now have the same perks that the Chiefs have had that were previously inaccessible to them. Clearly, the Bills have the refs on their side, as evident when the ref apologized to Allen for missing an obvious call. The Bills also had a PI call go their way last game after Coleman pushed Trey Wright to the ground, which is now an immunity the Bills can use whenever they want. And like I said in my last vid, the Bills cast black magic left and right on Jackson, Henry, and especially Andrews. And now that the Bills have beat the best team in the NFL, there is nothing stopping them from winning it all. The Bills' black magic and favorable calls are even better than that of the Chiefs, which is why the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
They're fouls by both teams. They will set.
It's finally time for the Chiefs dynasty to fall and the Bills dynasty to rise. Go Bills!